Hello YouTube, this is Enchanted LifePath TV, and hopefully by now we are live. Just going to do a quick little check, and check the chats here as well today. Yep. First thing in the stream was a cough. Forgot to press the cough button. Let's just give this a quick share. Sure. There. Share this. Twitter too. Probably already shares over on Twitter. Look at that, left 33 numbers. But anyway, what is the point in this? One of the first things I done on Enchanted LifePath website was begin to write a book called Stepping Stones Like Stars, and Enchanted LifePath Stepping Stones Like Stars. As always wrote, as always done it. I never know whether it's wrote or writ. Sorry for being from Liverpool. It's the way we speak, whatever's quickest. Right, and Enchanted LifePath is the intro, and chapter 1, which is awareness. A few people will have seen this where I've made the video, but obviously that's gone now because of YouTube. So that's why I'm going to redo this, and I'm going to have to upload the video to it where I've turned the book into a video, the first chapter. But now I've put more. It ended here. This is where it ended. So now I've just done this last night just to have a go at finishing the first chapter finally, because it has been up here for about 2 years. Now it's something that I'm definitely going to write. It tests my memory. I've got a superb memory. I can more or less remember every day in my life when I have to. So it's testing my memory as well. But there's also going to be a book just about all of my life, but just in this little Enchanted LifePath sort of tone. So what I'd like to do now is just to read this out again. Just to read it out and get this first little bit documented, then go on and carry it on. Just keep writing, and no sooner that I get like all my childhood out the way, I can start moving on into sort of me early, when I'm like around about 10 and stuff like that, 11, 12, 13, teenage years, moving into that, and then moving into my older years. But you're going to see an awful lot in this. You're going to see an awful lot. I'm just going to put my whole life in it, basically. That's why I always say to people, I'm not asked, go and expose what you want. You can't expose nothing on me, clowns, because I'm going to write a life story. So, you know, anyway, just thought it's a little bit more relaxed as well. I need to relax the channel a little bit. This is what it was always. It has a lot of stuff on it like this, the channel. It has a lot of spiritual stuff and a lot of my awakening little initial thoughts while I was just setting up was all like this, really. And then as I became more confident and started more confident in my ability as well, just it's gotten more diverse, more complex. Right, so let's just go. Let's just start reading this. Just get over into the chat a sec. I'm not sure what the time of day is like for anyone to be in here. And why is this unlisted? We need to change that now. Public. Okay, so people actually know I'm online. Idiots. Right, I think we've saved that. Try again. Public. Okay, so people actually know I'm online. Right, now we are live. Right, I think we've saved. So I can pause that and wait for a couple of people to come in shortly, and I'll just start reading it now. If anyone wants to come over while I'm actually reading the article and message me so I can see it in here, just come over to the chat and use this chat. You can sign in as a guest or use your Twitter, Facebook, however best pleases you. But the link to this article is in the top of the description, obviously, as well. So it also does feature, if anyone wants to know, the song that I wrote, Stepping Stones Like Stars, which was the very, very first act as Enchanted LifePath, was a little song. I wanted to write a spiritual song about astral projection and about my dream, which we're going to read about now. So the song Stepping Stones Like Stars, which I will put on this page also, that's what it's about. It's about this dream, what we're going to read into now. So people may have seen this, people may have not. Right, the feeling of nothingness, and I don't know whether I've made that word up, but it's what I needed to put in. The feeling of nothingness lasted for seconds, then light appeared all around. A sense of fear was controlled by anticipation. My eyes opened, but I could not see. I gained a sense of falling fast. I was being sucked inwards. A dot appeared. It was something to focus on. It was a chance to question further where I was and gain some awareness. As I descended, the dot grew slightly bigger and bigger. I fell faster, all the while keeping focus on this mysterious dot. As I fell, the dot no longer appeared to be black. It had gained colour and somewhat changed its appearance. It was now a red circle. I continued to freefall. As I was falling towards it, it now looked like a red set of theatre curtains in a complete circle. They were drawn shut. I fell towards these curtains and fell perfectly into them and grabbed onto them tight. I slid down these huge curtains from the clouds to the very bottom with a feeling of protection. I was safe. I then woke up, no longer on my bed, but on my bedroom floor. Now fully aware, I was wrapped up in my blanket and back home safe. But I had questions I was too young to ask, answers I was too young to understand. But I have always remembered my first dream. I was 1 or 2 years old. Had I just experienced astral projection? Was this my return from somewhere? Was there a message, a secret to be unlocked? At the time of writing this, I say today I am 30 years old. I'm now 33, so it shows you. This week I made a cloud vanish with my mind. My name is Carl. This is my Enchanted LifePath. I'm not sure whether I've actually lost that video. I might have it in my database, so I'll find it. Right, chapter 1, awareness. Okay, here we go. Some of us know more as a young child than we do when we are a grown adult with all the wisdom in the world. Wisdom is what we get from learning lessons. Purity is what we get from not knowing the answers. This is the difference between me now and me as a child. 31 years ago, I became aware. I became aware of what I like the taste of. I became aware of colours, sound. I could even feel the fabric of my clothing on my skin. But the biggest thing I became aware of was me. Memory of being aware of what I wanted, knowing there was a small job in hand to get to my goal and I had to take action after waking up, knowing I wanted a bottle. I know it was around 4 o'clock in the morning, as I can still remember the silence of the night outside. The street lights shining through the window, undisturbed and unpolluted by headlights, not a car on the road, not a sound, apart from the rumble in my stomach, and in any second the screams I would let loose on the house. People needed to wake up. I needed my bottle. Actions created the actions. Oh wait, that was quite descriptive, that. Right, how aware are we as a child the day we are born? Within this day of heightened knowledge, is it possible that we are told our life path the seconds before we are born into this world? Does our life we are about to live flash before our eyes the same way it does before we die? Is the scene mapped out? Destinies can be set in the stars. This is my first book I wrote, but what was the first book I read as a child? How old was I? I was 4 years old, possibly younger. My father, a retired technical sergeant in the US Air Force, a typical American dad, inspiring, teaching, driving his son to learn things from a young age, handed me a book, opening it on the pages about Gemini star signs. He explained that this was about me and people born around the same time of year as I was. He read the book to me, telling me I was universally intelligent, the twin sign, twin personalities, funny, charismatic, as well as other Gemini attributes. I was now aware of my cosmic background. I was aware of books. I was aware of information. My first written words of real significance came not much long after. My father was a very clever man, and 31 years ago, I am so aware of this. I would have a typewriter at all times. If one broke, it would be replaced. I remember the first time I constructed a word by thinking how it pieced together, after breaking it down to make it easy for myself. It was California, closely followed by helicopter. I always like the song by Kings of Leon, California Waiting, as well. It always reminds me to this. Any songs with California in always remind me of this, my first word. Closely followed by helicopter. Both words split into 3 sections: heli, cop, te, and Cali, 4, nae. I would be rewarded for doing things like this, always being told how smart I was. I would be taken to the zoo so I could take photographs using my Polaroid camera. Another item I always had as a very young child, and again, if it broke, it would be replaced. I always had one with me, although I have now lost all my childhood photographs. Good job, I can remember every day of my life. This is mad. I experienced a very spiritual childhood, and my first dealings with fear were spiritually based. A creaking door would trigger thoughts of there being people I could not see entering the room, with one particular time it happened, resulting in me crying to my mum that I wanted the wizard to go away. This was when I lived in a bungalow in the Norris Green area of Liverpool with my mother Carol, sister Jennifer, and my stepfather Mark. When I was around 2 years old, the house has since been demolished. This was the house where I had my dream of falling through the sky. Fear was an emotion which was new to me as a child, whereas it is one that I would go on to grow out of as an adult. But only after facing all of my fears in life head on. Being fearless is perhaps now my biggest fear. It was in the same house that I have a lot of my first memories. I can remember trivial things such as my first hot chocolate drink. It was on a Saturday night. Blind Date was on the television, hosted by cringy scouser, the late Cilla Black. My parents had gone out for the night. Me and my sister were being looked after by a babysitter. The babysitter gave me a drink in a red plastic baby cup with a lid on and told me that my mum had said to give me this. One taste and I was hooked. Other first memories and lessons I learned in this house was right and wrong. A lady was walking past whilst I was playing in the front garden, and I recall throwing a stone in her direction. I got an instant shock when my actions created her reaction. She opened the gate and knocked on the front door to tell my mum what I had done. I remember knowing I had done wrong, and I was taken inside, and my playing out for that day was over. I have memories of my first pet in that house, a German Shepherd dog named Zeus. It was early in the morning. Me and my sister were eating porridge. I remember the texture, how I thought the lumps were meat. I liked it. My stepdad then opened the door and came in with what I thought was a hedgehog. Zeus was tiny. I am not sure who named him, but I bet with a name like that it was me. He was put down after he had grown huge, and a paving slab fell on him in the backyard, breaking his legs. Was this my first loss, my first heartache? My first real feel of pain was also here in my next door neighbours. Somebody had left what I now know was a soldering iron switched on, and me being as curious as ever picked it up. Burning first feel of being trapped came when I was getting back, yeah. Right, I think this is still unbelievable. Sorry, Karen. Hello. What this was then, Sky Molden just keep messing me about. I'm going to ring them up. I'm going to ring them up after I've done this because it just keeps on doing that to me and there's no need for it. I've got the modem like right next to me. I know it's a fault in the BT line because my landline phone doesn't work and there's nothing wrong with that either. So, where was I up to? I was just up to here, weren't I? So I've put this little video on explaining things, and we're going to see more and more and more as I write on. But there's a reason why I have 33 in things like this, and it does derive from my date of birth, which does bring me out as being a master number 33. But it also gives me the full set of master numbers, like a full house, 11, 22, and 33. So my date of birth, and I'm not sure whether it was my name as well, brings me out at this. But then as we see, yeah, just let me show you something. Right. He says, Gary the numbers guy. This was the 5th of the 6th, 1984. It's a pure 33 because I used to have 11, 22, 33, 6. He says it's a pure 33, not a 33, 6. I was told this on Twitter by Gary the numbers guy, numerology, so you can click through to his page there, from there. Another thing, this is what Enter the Stars told me. Well, the first time I ever spoke to Enter the Stars, I asked them to decode me. And so sent him my date of birth and the date that my dad died. And he said, so your father died 88 days after the 88th day of the year. Right, so that means my father died on June the 25th, okay? In 1992. The date Michael Jackson died, but in a different year. The 88th day of the year is March 20... let me just show you. March 29th, I think it is. Yeah, March 29th, that's the date Jesus was crucified on. It's also the day that Casey Enter the Stars was born on. Right, so your father died 88 days after the 88th day of the year. He died the day Michael Jackson died. I was born on the 88th day of the year. That's Enter the Stars, not me. My birthday is interesting because I was born on the 5th of June, the 6th of the 5th, the 156th day of the year. There's an 11, 1, and 11k. The 156th day of the year with 209 left, so there's another 11k. So 6 and 5 is 11, the 156 is 1 and 11, and the 209 is 11. He says to me, you have Jesus' birthday written all over your life, my friend, because he was born on 9/11 with 111 days left until the end of the year. He then goes on to say, we are connected because Jesus was crucified on March 29th, the 88th day, Casey's birthday. 88 days later, on June 25th, my dad died. Enter the Stars told me this and I thank him. I was then told this by a viewer on my YouTube page. Enchanted LifePath TV said, the spirit, she said to me, I can't remember who the woman was that said this to me though. She says, the spirit you are written of in a book, the only book that matters. The spirit says you are written of in a book, the only book that matters. You have access to spirit. It takes some time, but it will come to you. No worries, my friend. The day of a birth, it does tell me great things. So she says 6 represents man, number 5 represents judgment. She then goes to say, you took a step back from this world and looked at it again. Judgment is good in the world of sin. 1 and 9 are the reward, I see the reward. Those of us born in that century sure do. 8 represents the heavenly Christ. 4 is foundation. She says, you have looked at the world and made a judgment. You chose heavenly treasures over the shit of this place. You were born on a good day and you made it happen. Father loves a good cookie. Love you. So that was what other people started saying to me just around when I put this little information out just about my date of birth and started asking little questions about myself. So that's just pretty much the intro and chapter 1. I think it's been finished. I've been looking like when I'm writing it, how many paragraphs does a chapter have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in that. One of them said a chapter with like 4 in it be considered too short. How long should they be? They were saying that they can be different variations. So all of these paragraphs are different sizes. But But again, no, I'm not a big book writer, am I? I'm just writing a book. Anyway, but these are just like little snippets of info, what I'm going to put in the middle, in between the chapters and what have you, little videos here and there, just to keep it all flowing. But the next chapter is going to be called Divide and Conquer. I think it may change, but it's going to be called Divide and Conquer. It's pretty much going into the fact that I was born into a custody battle. So from the day I was born until the day my real dad died, not my stepdad mentioned in here, my real dad was called Carl as well, same name as me. But from the day I was born to the day he died in June 25th, 1992, I was a custody battle. My mum and dad were at war with each other in courts and stuff. So there's a lot to come from that chapter. There's going to be an awful lot to come from that chapter. There will. And then there's all like the way I was educated and everything. I've sort of lived like two lives. One life path stopped when my dad died, and you're going to see that more now. And then as the older I get and what have you, the more I realise that. I've always realised it, but you're going to see a lot of interesting stuff in here. So, and then as I said, one day what I'll do is I'm going to approach publicists and say, publish this book for me and put it on shelves. Don't care if no one buys it, I just want to do it. And this has always been here, so that's why I'm like, oh, well, there's still an awful lot for me to do on Enchanted LifePath. Too much just to give it all up now and let these idiots battle me and fight me and try and knock it all off course all the time. There's an awful lot for me to do. And this book is one of them, so I'd like now, just to, as I said, if I'm just trying, like, not so much tone the channel down, but just maybe I don't know, I've just got to sort of change my style a little bit, haven't I? Somewhere. Even though I won't, because I'm just natural. I don't like script nothing. Never let a script in my life. Well, I have, but that got me into trouble when I went to college, didn't it? I wanted to do the live news feed. But let's come over into the chat anyway, because there's nothing really left on there to show people. It's my daughter's 33rd birthday today, 25/7/1984. Boom! You've just even reminded me. It's yeah, that's good. That's good. It was my 33rd on June the 5th. So it is the year for all those 1984 people. We're all turning 33. And I'm not sure what star sign your daughter is, but wish her happy birthday for me. I like that. Because we are all turning 33 now, and we have got to take more responsibility for this world that we are living in, because we've got to look after it for our elders, and we've also got to look after it for the future. So it is going to be all those people who are turning into our little 33s who are going to be trying to do that. So yes, thank you. Thanks for that. I wonder what else is on the website. That's from early days. Right, here's a look. Here's where I just look at like my school, put all little notes in. I want to look at this. Let's just have a look at this, shall we, a minute? Because this might spiral me off somewhere. Right. Look at this. Dun, dun, dun. We have to look at it better now, won't we? Right, so Enchanted LifePath, work, education, the younger years. What's this? The picture above my school badge, which I wore on my waist every day. I couldn't help but wonder exactly what the building on front of the logo means, and the writing, and the fact that we all know what the lava bird means around here, don't we? See, I can't even write a little story without thinking, riddle me this. Anyway, let's move on. So I went and worked in compressed air management for, how long was it there? 6 years, as soon as I left school. From the day I was 15 when I left school, just because of the time of my birthday. Yeah, so I got C's and B's and everything that I passed in school, and I was an engineer for 6 years when I left. I walked straight into engineering and pipe fitting. It was cool. Worked on air compressors, and it's funny I think back when we was having to install or remove big machines, we'd use teamwork, and look how badly I've written this now compared to how well I write on the website now. Well, it might not even be brilliant writing on the website, I don't know, but you can certainly see the improvements. I used to do a lot of this, writing in full capitals, or it's all censored as well. I hate that now when I look at it, it just looks crap. We use teamwork and think it's out. Every room size or set of stairs at the end or roofs taken off to get them out. Just cladding ones. So each job is different like that. Just blokes at work, but I'd always call it the Egyptian method when we'd use skids or chop up pipes to make rollers to put them underneath the bigger compressors. I'd plumb them in factories or plants or dentists or fun fairs or army barracks or garages or clothing factories or airplane factories. If anyone knows Lytham St Anne's up in Blackpool, there's an airport up there, Blackpool Airport, and there's a site on there where they actually make airplane parts. If anyone wants to go and try and get hold of some of the scrap metal materials out of there, they're worth an absolute fortune. Fire stations, anywhere that use compressed air, and that's everywhere. I've got spirit levels in my eyeballs off making the pipes bang on level. I only worked there a few months and I was brilliant at it all. I walked out of there when I turned 21 and asked for a minimum wage and got a final written warning instead. I was earning them that much money as a kid. They didn't send me to college. Time was money to them, so I got no paperwork to back up all my good work. 6 years later, hashtag used by bastards. So that's that one. Let's just see if there's anything on the chat here. Just see what's going on in this. Cool. And I wonder what else is in here. Like this. Right, Enchanted LifePath, stepping stones like stars. Look, I haven't got... I know my song's not on here now. There's an unbelievable amount of stuff. Every article on here earlier, I literally go back and cover them all again and just do the stories on them all again and then download them all and look at this, look the way it's a bit. Terrible. Just looks like my old website. Oh God. Wrong way. I'm not sure now. That is just pretty much what I wanted to do in this one. Jump on and just talk about that book. And maybe I will just go and start contacting publishers and whatever. Someone suggested one to me a few weeks ago. I was speaking to someone in a train station. Strangely enough, and they books and whatever. So he suggested one. I've got the snapshot of the company in my phone. I might just go and do that one day. But again, it all just takes confidence and a little bit of ability and imagination. And I think I've got them all. Karen, I think I'm going to shoot off because I wanted to keep this one not short and sweet, but that's just what I wanted to do. And then I'll go off and move on to my next thing now. But thanks for coming over anyway. I will get back on and start covering more things. They literally energies at me. The energy vampire me with knocking my channel off and everything. Sit there like I'm blank. I don't even know where the story is. It's weird what they've done to me, the horrible bastards. But this is Enchanted LifePath TV. As you can see, I've got more than no plan. I've got no plans whatsoever of letting any of this all go now. So screw them guys. We're just staying here. We're just going to end up more and more on the website. Again, if anyone does want to come over to the website and subscribe to the website so you get notifications of, any new posts which could contain videos or anything now. So just put your email address in there. As I said, I'm not asking for blood from people, life stories, names, nothing. I don't need that. Just all I need you to do is know when I'm posting, and this helps you. That helps you. Okay, sorry. What else can we do here? I'm just going to show something. I want to change this layout. I'll try and make it look more like a little news one, so all my articles are more accessible. They are in categories, which is here. I used to have all of these all out, so you could see them. But now I've just got them in that because the list got a bit long. So again, that's a little feature what you can use just to jump into categories. But again, I don't think I use the categories that well. I think it's just a bit sporadic with them. Illuminati Adele exposed as the new whore of the New World Order, 4 Brit Awards wins, red flag alerts. Oh, look at the date on that. I might still have that video. Might still have that. I still have that here. There's Julian date related, Julian date. There's just that much stuff on the website still for me to work with, so I'm still happy with the website. I am actually still happy with the website, even though I've got to read everything off on the whole site again. Screw the system, they screw themselves. Good morning, Vehicles of Peace Limited Edition, aka Jay. Morning, mate. Thanks for coming over. I've just done here, Jake. I've just pretty much just read off. I've just read because I've finished the first chapter in my book, so I'm not being all big-headed and it's just something that I've always wanted to do. When you've got a memory like me and I can remember as much, why not just put it all down on paper and whatever? So that's just what this one was about. I've just come over here and read off the book, because as I said, I finished the first chapter. I think I finished the first chapter and moved into the second one. If the first chapter is not quite long enough, if someone says that that's not quite long enough, I'd do more on it. But that's what I've just done. I'll drop this into the chat there. The link is in the description, obviously. Again, I don't expect this to be somewhere people have to be particularly interested in. This is just something that I've just always wanted to do. I'll just drop this in. Morning. There's the link. There's the link through there. There's 2 watching now. There's been 5 people over here with thumbs up, so thank you. Thank you. And just see if anyone's got any questions or anyone wants to talk to a few minutes. What it isn't time for the toilet. I'll be back now. That's what was just playing on my mind. When people tell you to write a book about it, so that's what you do. Aye, of course. Funny. I've got, as I said, because I'm going to be doing now, I have my pages a lot more organised on the website. But what happens now, because the YouTube channels and whatever have been messed about and all the videos have gone off them, there's a little bit of chaos on the website. But what I'm going to start doing is, I don't know whether I'll do it off this channel, probably will. Liverpool Telescope Live, I like that. I might show people that more. Show people a lot more because we have got a big telescope in Liverpool here and not a lot of people know that. I want to start doing all this observatory stuff and just looking at the skies, because I've lost, well, not lost all my chemtrail videos, but I need to get them all re-uploaded to get onto the chemtrail pages and whatever and stuff like that. But this is something I do want to start doing again. This particular page, all my observatory stuff, all my videos, pictures. I've so many pictures, and over on the Facebook, all the moon pictures and sun. And all the sunsets, and when I'm just talking about stuff like that, that's all there as well. Look at all these deleted out of my playlist. Absolute bastards they are. So I need to take all of them out of that particular playlist. That is a playlist which is over on this channel. let me just try and trigger me thoughts about the playlist called Enchanted Observatory. Something like that anyway. Yeah. Fire engines. Grenfell fire. Hey, Karen. When people tell you to write a book about it, well, that's what you do. LOL. Screw the system, they're screwing themselves. Ah, yeah, that's it. I know where my next report's coming from. I know what the next report is. Okay. But it's going to be a whole show on its own, that, and I might even do an article for it, because it does warrant one. What these people are doing. Look at this, Ripper, RIPA. Not RIP. Ripper. Right, Regulation of Investigatory Powers Act 2000. Now, what these are doing, these are using these little acts, right, to carry out surveillances and investigations on normal people. Using snooping laws. Kelly Ripper, look at her name there, Ripper. Using snooping laws to bug people's houses. Now, they're doing it for anything, they're using it for anything. So now we need to go and find out the Freedom of Information Act that all the Liverpool housing authorities. This is based on somebody who lives very close to me saying that they were called into the office for a meeting about the fire safety. And while she was there, because she'd been moaning, like saying, look, I want to find out information about the fire safety and the fire safety checks and what's going to be going on. So when they've got it in for the meeting, they've said to them, while we're here, can we install a listening device in your premises in regards to using to gaining evidence people out of the